Chilling. How you feeling?
I'm chilling.
How was your vacation?
It was great. I can't complain. I was just irritated more so. I think, did you and your parents have a great relationship when you lived with them?
When I lived with them, of course not.
So it's almost like going back home and like having to deal with feeling like you a kid again. Cause it's like, but where you want to go? What do you want to do? No, we can't do that. But let's go together. And it was just annoying after that. But it's like, you love your family. You want to be with your family. So
family, right? That's fine.
Right. But it was cool. I'm glad we went.
How long was y'all down there? About a week?
Yeah, a week.
That's good. Gotta wait for a hot second.
Yeah, a little mini vacay. Then come back up here. I had a little tickle in my throat on the way home. So I had to hurry up and go do my steam treatment and give me some honey and vinegar.
Okay, you good now though, huh?
I thought, yeah, I'm fine. My cousin just tested positive for corona.
Word. How they doing?
She got to be under quarantine. She work at the hospital.
How's she feeling though?
Right now, she said, it's not terrible. She can't smell, can't taste, of course. So that's her biggest issue right now. But I guess breathing is fine and everything like that. Just you just feel a regular sickness if nothing else. But she got lupus and she's diabetic. So it's like for her, yeah, you need to sit your ass down, girl.
She shouldn't even be working, yo.
Well, they even had her on a special floor. So she was never, around the COVID areas or any. They tried their best to keep her away from stuff and allow her to get her money, So, hey, I figure everybody gonna get it eventually if you ain't had it already. I feel like it's just something that we're gonna have to just get in our system and figure out how to fight.
Fuck all that. I ain't trying to get that shit.
Oh, I definitely don't want it. You trying to take away my taste buds and my smell? It's a problem.
Right. Like
I like to eat.
I ain't trying to catch that shit at all.
I don't like being sick, period. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't like not feeling like myself.
Me either. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like not being 100%.
Right.
So yeah, I had a few little topics for us today to talk about. I thought J.O. would be popping in a minute. Hopefully he can join.
Oh, okay.
And then him and Perion, maybe Rodney. I don't know. Rodney might still be working and shit.
Oh, okay.
They think they're trying to do some things. I think get married or something. I don't know.
Well, did they set a date yet?
I don't know if they set a date yet. They may have, though. That's what I'm saying. So he may be focusing on trying to get this wedding together. But I don't know. So don't get me.
That nigga is watching Hamilton. No, goddamn it. He done told him to sell.
No, that nigga watching Hamilton.
He's watching Hamilton, and I'm gonna need your ass to get off Hamilton. That little hour that you on Hamilton, you can be right here, Professor.
Hey,
I'm gonna check you right now, and I'm gonna post this shit on Instagram tomorrow.
Hey, you said it, not me. So hey,
yes, I said it.
You funny, but yeah, we got our Podbean. You see, we got to 1,000 subscribers on Podbean. That was dope.
We get a clap on that. We got some clap. Now we got some clap stuff at the bottom. Let's see. Yeah. Shout out to y'all keeping us high, acting like y'all interested in what a nigga gotta say. I might be a little interested, a little bit.
No, because all they're gonna do is try to. Because we got 1,000 followers, but we also got 1,000 downloads. So that means niggas done downloaded the podcast. We're trying to download that shit so when we blow up, they could be like, yeah, they was talking this shit back when they was before they even blew up, like 3 years ago. They were talking about they don't like homosexuals, in which
I sure did. I feel the same way today.
We did not say that. We just said,
God damn it. I said what I said. God damn it. Whatever the fuck I said, I meant it.
Just have a
I don't say shit I don't mean. God damn it.
I just consider it a difference of opinion. That's all.
That's it. I ain't got to agree with you. I am not Nick Cannon, goddammit. I'll stand by what the fuck I said. You got to deal with it.
Well, speaking of Nick Cannon, what you think about that? So I see you posted about him having the conversation with the rabbi.
Yes, that was good. I want to say that interview was almost like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours.
I don't.
Did you watch it?
I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't. I feel
okay.
Like,
just in general, did you feel like? I felt like he was over apologizing, and we got no apologize and nothing. There was no acknowledgement, no nothing.
And that was my thing. That's basically what I was about to say, is that you brought him on to apologize to his face? Like, because it's like, now don't get it twisted. Nick did try to bring up some things about blacks being the original Hebrews and things of that nature. And if I got Hebrew blood in me, you got Hebrew blood in you, then we brothers, and things of that nature.
He started getting a little hype at the end of the interview. It's almost like he was nervous in the beginning and then got loose later on. Yes.
So when he started, that's what I was looking for the rabbi to confirm. And that's what I feel like I never got.
He never confirmed anything that he was speaking in regards to our truth.
Exactly. And it was like, he did not, the rabbi just, he chose to stay away from acknowledging black people as an original people. Now, he acknowledged that, yes, we've been through, we've had our situations and white supremacy and things of that nature, but he never touched on the relationship between blacks and Jews, for real, other than we're both an oppressed people. But once again, I don't know, this may be anti-Semitic, but whatever. We may both be an oppressed people, but your oppression is nothing like my oppression. The way you're looking at your oppression, which I don't even know how you can look at it, their oppression is more of, I would say, it's religious, because like they said, when it comes to hate crimes in this country, Jews have the most religious hate crimes committed against them. But when it comes to hate crimes in general, black people are the ones who have the most hate crimes committed against them. So even in that context, we're still both a disenfranchised, community. But one thing that's different is the skin color. And the fact of the matter is, we are prejudged before we even open our mouths. Whereas a Jewish person, some Jews look Jewish, some Jews look like regular white guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But regardless, their skin is white. So they're still going to reap the benefits of white supremacy. So that was the discussion that I felt like they didn't want to have, or the rabbi wasn't really trying to go there, because he know his community would probably start looking down on him and talking crazy about him. But, that's what I got from the interview. And, once again, with Nick Cannon, he was definitely doing a lot more apologizing than getting to the shit. Because that's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to get to the shit. I wanted him and that rabbi to be up there damn near arguing.
That wasn't going to happen.
Like, that's what that discussion should have been. Like, every time you say some shit, I'm going to say what I know.
He was trying to get his spot back. He was trying, that's what I'm saying, he was trying to work his way back into his network.
Oh, okay.
That's what he was trying to do. And like I said, I understand what it's hitting your pockets right now, but it's like, you done said what you said, dude. You got your own platform, and the reason why the shit even happened was because he put old boy on his podcast, Professor Griff from
Public Enemy. I love
Public Enemy.
Professor Griff.
Right. But it's like they were speaking some real truth. I sat and listened to that podcast. That was almost like 2 hours or something. But I mean, he was speaking some truth, and he broke it down on how they kind of just played them off of the fact that he was speaking as man, not even giving them no grief, but they took it some kind of way and kind of just marked him off as this kind of threat to society. And it's like, it's crazy because he named 6 people that's in control of all media across the globe. And it's like, you have all of these hidden networks that we don't know about. You got all of these fucking clubs, Illuminati, you got fucking Masons, you got all this shit that's hidden from us. You make us scared of it, even though it's y'all motherfuckers just stealing shit that's originally ours, flipping that shit, and kind of just capitalizing on our asses with it. It's like they don't want us to see the truth. And the shit that he was breaking down, like, I want to get his fucking book. Like, he was on some what was that shit? Hidden Secrets, volume 1 through 5 and shit. He was on some other shit.
I'll send you the first video. It's still on YouTube. I'll send you the first video I ever seen of Professor Griff's. This was probably back in 2000, and it's still up. It's probably like 2002, 2003. And he breaks down everything when it comes to secret societies, the Illuminati, the music industry, different frequencies, how different frequencies mess with your chakra, how certain things, change with your body, how they have the prison system and how that shit is incorporated with the music. These individuals who are producing this music and pushing this music out are the same individuals invested in the private prison system and shit. Professor Griff has always been a fucking professor. That's what he was in Public Enemy for. He wasn't in Public Enemy to rap. He was the fucking minister of knowledge. Like, that's what he came to give you, to give you the truth. And what else upsets me about the situation, which Nick Cannon, once again, I don't think he spoke about this. They talked about a certain scholar, but one thing that Professor Griff said, which is the same thing that Nick Cannon was saying in the beginning, was, you're calling me anti-Semitic, but I'm doing nothing but reciting information that I received from a book that a Jewish man wrote. So you're penalizing me for giving the knowledge out that's already out here. The knowledge is already here. It's already in this book. So anybody can get it. But because
niggas don't read though. That's what that's the bet. Niggas ain't reading shit. If it ain't going viral on the fucking meme, we don't know about it. We don't know about that shit. And that's what they say. The quickest way to have some information is to put that shit in the fucking book. They always said that shit. I learned that shit early on. That's why I love reading. Because I'm like, you'll be fucked up. What it say? Let me read what it say. I'm about to find a loophole for that ass. Because that's what the fuck they do with everything.
Yeah. And I just, like I say, the interview for me was really an hour and a half of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was an hour and a half of fluff. It was an hour and a half of this nigga begging for knowledge. This nigga begging him to, let me know. Counsel me. Let me understand. Nigga, you know what you know, bro. The fuck?
Exactly.
What you said wasn't wrong, my nigga.
At all.
I was expecting them to have more of a debate than it just being, oh man, let me know where I was wrong. You wasn't.
Wait. The fact that man kept being disrespectful, calling that man Farrakhan.
I don't.
Farrakhan. And Nick kept saying Louis Farrakhan, and you keep saying Farrakhan. Why are you being disrespectful on my platform? I would have had to stop him right there and be like, dude, I get what you're trying to do. The man's name is Farrakhan. Can we at least get that respect on the table? Please, on my platform. That's Farrakhan. That ain't my goddamn name.
I understand that. I heard that numerous times as well. The only reason that I said that he didn't say anything to him is because it's the same thing that a lot of interviewers say, is that when they're in the middle of an interview, they don't want to
pick battles.
Right. They don't want to check somebody or make somebody feel uncomfortable because it'll fuck up the interview. So that's why he never checked him, because, that's kind of like interviewers etiquette for real. Like, if you interviewing somebody and they saying something incorrect, you don't check them live. Now, if they would have had a commercial break, he might have been able to go to the side and be like, hey, man, his name is Farrakhan. You might want to respect that, because a lot of people was upset about that shit, about him calling him Farrakhan. But the only reason I wasn't upset about it is because I'm like, well, shit, is that how Jewish people say Farrakhan? I don't know.
If that motherfucker's last name is Lebowitz, and I call that nigga Lekowitz, he would have a problem with that.
Not Lekowitz.
And he would stop me and say my last name is Lebowitz. So I'm not falling for that shit. No, dude, you know what you was doing. You know what you was doing, and you heard this man say his name correctly, and you still fucking kept saying it wrong. I felt like he was flat out disrespecting him and trying to figure out how he can make Nick bring it up so he could divert the topic. That's how the niggas do. Well, they are diversion queens.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That's part of just, you know, that's some old 48 laws of power shit. But yeah, I was about to say I shouldn't hit that blood. I hit the blood. I totally forgot to file. I hit the blood.
All your troubles away.
Just disintegrated in my head, like
my happy place.
What the fuck? But no, going back to him. No, okay. So one thing he was saying that was kind of, in my opinion, once again, making it seem like to me this was the wrong person for Nick Cannon to be interviewing or whatever, was he kept trying to make it seem like Farrakhan is just the epitome of an anti-Semite. Like he just hates Jews, and all he preaches is Jew hate. And what I want to say is, I've listened to Farrakhan a lot, and I'm not going to, in my opinion, he doesn't teach Jew hate. No, he just speaks about what the Jewish people have done with the black community. That shit is not hate. It's not our fault that you guys have done some hateful shit, and it may sound like hate to you because the acts that you've done were hateful, but just because we speak about it doesn't make it hate. And once again,
that's the problem. You don't want to be accountable for that shit, so you would never make that interview happen. That's the problem. They do not want to say, yes, we did that. They don't want to say that shit because they want to swear to God that they are some other class. They are still a minority and everything else. No, you are white. You're Caucasian, and you have the same benefits of a Caucasian person. At the end of the day, they all love saying that victimization, we playing a victimization card, and it's people who get out of the hood, they've been from the projects and got it out the mud. But do you know how much that person had to work their ass off just to get 2 steps ahead of the white man? Come on, everything that we do, we got to go harder. We got to work harder just to get the simple shit that you fucking took. You just woke up in the morning, it was on your fucking plate. Yeah. They don't acknowledge none of that shit. If I want to get a business tomorrow, the odds of me getting a fucking loan just because I'm black, you know what I'm saying? It's like I may get the benefit because I'm a woman, but let my son try to go in there and do that shit. It ain't happening. So they don't acknowledge our struggle, and then they want to keep talking about we playing the victim card. No, nigga, these are facts. It's as simple as that. You do not want to be accountable for the shit that is going on in our fucking community. We just want you to acknowledge it. You don't want to do that, so fuck you. We ain't got to keep on apologizing and listening to what the fuck y'all got to say, because the shit is still going on now. No.
Well, but it's another thing that Nick said that, in my opinion, was absolutely true. When he said that, you know, white people, you know, come from, you know, they're savages, they're Neanderthals, they're hateful, they're, you know, they're just mean, just by nature. By nature, white people are just savages for real. Like, it's in your DNA. That's where you guys
come from. These niggas came from the Nordic mountains.
Listen, I'll hit you with that in a minute. Okay. Listen, so you got to understand, and this is what kills me when white people want to say, no, we're not. We're so nice, and we're just the best people, and you know, I'm not racist or whatever. Listen, if white people were as conscious and had as much empathy and sympathy as a black man, there's no way that we would not have reparations by now, easily.
Oh, most definitely.
It's like white people, you guys are so fucking hateful that you know that black people built this country and that you guys continue to benefit and profit from it every single day. But instead of trying to find a way to rectify your wrongs, You choose not to. You choose to ignore it and continue to profit and continue to, get bigger off of the past. So you can't talk to me really about white people having hearts and consciences and shit, because I see every single day when I wake up and like you said, I have to work 20 times harder to get the same fucking thing you got. Okay, and you know this. You wake up knowing this. You wake up knowing that black people have it hard than a motherfucker. And I can make a change. I could do something to help them. But you know what? Fuck them. Okay, period. Fuck them. What I'll do is I'll open a business. I'll open a bunch of fucking factories. And I'll work them niggas like slaves and make money like that.
Hey, Jeff Bezos.
That's what I'll do. So when white people come talking that conscious shit and come talking that shit about this and that, I don't be wanting to hear that shit, because I can look around and see that you motherfuckers don't have a conscience. You can look at your fucking president, okay? You look at the politicians, these Mitch McConnells and all these fucking Paul Rudds and shit. I mean, not Paul Rudd, forgot what the fuck his name was. But all these racist-ass senators who don't want to pass shit for anybody with no money. We're looking for bills to be passed for individuals who are damn near homeless out here, who need help with rent, who need help with food, who need help taking care of their kids. And these motherfuckers don't give a shit. You hear me? They don't give a fuck.
Not one.
Okay? Not one. They don't give a fuck. So that lets me know that, once again, when you want to talk about race and you want to talk about, the differences between a white man, a black man, and shit like that, I can give you the differences. I can show you the differences. History can show you the differences.
Man.
And how we do things compared to how you guys do things. That's why the whole white collar crime system, that shit is built for them. Okay? Because I ain't going to jail with a bunch of niggas. Fuck that. I didn't steal no car. I stole $2 million.
Right.
That's not the same type of crime. I'm not the same type of thief as that thief. So
let me go ahead and put you up in this nice little suite over here.
I'm going to put you in this
service. You still get to go in and out like Jeff Epstein and shit. That's crazy.
Crazy. So, speaking of Jeff Epstein, we go ahead and segue. It's a good segue. So, we see old girl got arrested. And we see that Trump, they're starting to put information out on Trump now. Showing him partying with the Epstein and old girl. Numerous times. Not just like one.
It's several on the documentary.
Numerous times.
Yes.
Now,
crazy.
This goes to show, though, because you remember we were doing the conspiracy thing for a minute. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the biggest, arguments that I would have with Sparks. Because this whole thing was, oh man, Trump is about draining the swamp. Trump is about to get all these people arrested. Trump never went to Epstein Island. Trump this and Trump that. I swear to God,
he never saw the documentary?
The documentary wasn't out at the time.
Oh, okay.
But regardless, this nigga, in his eyes, Trump could do no wrong.
He loved Trump by her. I see.
Trump was about to drain the swamp, and Trump was about to arrest all these people, and everybody was going to jail, and he was going to take all their money and all that good shit. Because we got to think, and I'm just now thinking about this because we brought it up, but old girl was a fucking millionaire. So now they done froze all her assets. Where her fucking money about to go? You see what I'm saying?
Accounts.
Right, where her fucking money about to go? You know what I mean? So I hope his ass go to jail. But the way this nigga running the country, it ain't gonna happen.
And that's what they were saying. I think this was either Sam Silk or D.L. Hughley. I don't know. They were saying that's why he's pushing so hard with this election, and now that's why he's jumping on the mask mandate shit, just trying to kiss ass because he needs the votes. If he get elected presidency, something about he wouldn't be able to be charged with a crime, but if he didn't, then no. It would be beyond the statute of limitations if he did run for president and get another 4 years. But if he didn't, then he would definitely get prosecuted. So I'm like, yeah, I can see that shit happening for real, for real. I can definitely see that shit. He always about, I mean, I don't think that he even want to be president for real. He just doing this shit as another means of money because he has none. You don't have no more streams of money to drain from. So here you go, let's go into America's pocket and let me fuck up your money. Why not? I can. I got the relationships I need to do what the fuck I need to do. Why not? I think he's smart as fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. He know what he's doing.
And everything that we getting ain't nothing but our money back.
That's it.
Ain't nothing but our tax money. These stimulus checks they sending out, the motherfuckers is so pumped about, that ain't nothing but our money. They sending our money back to us. Like, here you go. Here go $1,200 of your taxes that you done been putting in since you've been fucking 18, 16 working at jobs, nigga.
Cause we surely gonna get that shit back come Social Security age time. So that's gonna be a whole motherfucking nightmare. We ain't getting no Social Security, goddammit. I know that ain't happening. So yeah, they might as well go on and give me my shit up front now.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Tasha. You give me fucking reparations, you can keep your fucking retirement.
All of it.
You hear me?
All of it.
You can keep. You give me. Did you hear what? You hear what T.I. said about reparations? Because you know he sent a paper over to Lloyd's of London, right? They're a big ass insurance company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're worth billions of dollars, and their first profitable business, their first profitable purchase or first profitable sale was insuring slaves and slave ships. So,
wow.
So T.I., I guess, sent them some paperwork saying that, hey, you niggas owe reparations because your whole company was built and based off of slavery. And he said that he would rather see everybody, every descendant of African American with $1 million apiece. He said that would be like $44 trillion. Let me get my million, man. You can keep.
I take it.
You can keep Social Security. You keep all that shit. Just cut me.
I make that motherfucking money dance, boy.
Listen,
that was shit.
Me the check. You hear me?
Cut the check. I take it.
And see,
cash out that motherfucker. Whatever you need to do.
That's what they do not want to do.
No, because they know it would be a problem.
That's financial freedom. Now I don't have to go to work. I don't have to work for nobody. I'm about to start my own
shit. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm about to move. I'm about to move out the country and go start a business and buy land in another country and do shit over there. I'll just visit.
All that.
If they gave us reparations, they would lose too much money, as well as citizenship, as well as slaves. That's why they don't want to give us reparations. Period. Because first and foremost, best believe the black people in this country, we're the working class. Period. We're the majority of the working class. I'm not saying whites don't work, but it's poor whites that work. All blacks work. Poor, rich, nigga, unless you a wealthy black person, you working. Even the rich black people are still fucking working. There's not too many rich white people that are still working for real. They like shit. My money make money up. My money make money. Period.
Exactly.
Black people still out there playing. We gotta still play ball. We gotta throw the football and dunk and shit like that to get our money.
Living in a motherfucking bubble. Living in the bubble, boy.
I'm telling you. So that's why they can't give us reparations, because if they give us reparations, it's giving us financial freedom, in which financial freedom means no more slavery. And they can't have a country with no slavery, with no type of slavery. Capitalism is cool, but you can't have capitalism without poor people. You know what I'm saying? So if there's no poor people, there's no capitalism, because everybody has the same amount of money. I mean, there's still a form, but it's not as fucked up as it is. And then plus, best believe, unfortunately, there's a lot of white people that don't want to see us with reparations either, okay? Especially poor whites, okay? Man. Because they like, y'all niggas talk about motherfuckers and profited off this shit. Well, where our profit at? And it's like, bitch, it ain't our fault you smoke meth in a fucking, You know what I mean? Trailer park, bitch. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Get
like,
your ass up by your bootstraps, bitch. That's what I was told.
Man, listen, I think Chris Rock said it best. He was like, man, he said, I seen a white homeless person. And the only thing I could think about was, man, look at that waste of white skin. Like, like what? Like, literally, like, nigga, you
can do so much with your white skin. What are you doing?
Right. You can do so much with your white skin, but you choose to stand on the corner and ask for money? Like, nah, And then guess what? Guess who's making the most off? Guess who's making the most off of that though? White people.
Of course.
Because they see other white people and they be like, oh my God, shit. Here, honey, give them $20.
Right. But get that motherfucker, the black man with the dog, some change. You just get a little pennies in your cup.
Right.
A little cup holder.
Yeah, you got some change down there? Here, give them 50 cents.
That's enough.
They white friends, they white counterparts. Oh yeah, here's $20, man. Go and
let me just take you to the hotel. You can get a warm night's rest.
Just get the room for the night, okay? So you have a nice place to sleep. Here, I'm going to take a picture and post this on Facebook, okay?
Oh my God.
Would be today.
That's real. That is real.
So yeah, I definitely hope that Trump goes to jail though, man. That's some standard ovation shit. Like I can see people around the country literally, like when they say, Donald Trump is going to jail for this amount of time, like literally standing up, like
celebrations. They have parades. Look, and I had to hit it with the tear.
Yes.
I will hit it with the slow clap in the tear.
Right. One little tear from the side.
Just one.
This whole time, just waiting on him to go to jail. Just waiting on him to suffer the consequences for his actions. That's all.
That's all I'm waiting for.
Everybody else has to, but not him.
Man, I would love to see that shit.
So speaking of Trump, though, you been seeing what's going on in Portland? They are tearing Portland up.
Not with the protesting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they've been protesting for about 40 days and 40 nights, right?
Portland been tearing shit up, okay? But check, though. And the mayor was hit with some tear gas the other night.
Damn.
Oh, they got the live watchdogs out there tonight, too. Hold on. They going live.
So, how the fuck do it make sense to try to send some goddamn, the feds out to Chicago, and you got this shit going on in Portland? I would think that probably would be the area you want to put over there rather than Chicago.
He sent them to Portland? Look, wait a minute. You ain't hear that he sent them to Portland, right? These motherfuckers was pulling up on people, snatching them up in vans and shit. Riding off with them, protesting. Yeah. Like.
They was kidnapping motherfuckers like they were gonna put them on the strip.
They was kidnapping niggas. On the arrest side, I guess, like, you be out there protesting and they just pull up. Hop out the van and throw you in the van and shit. Like, bitch, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what our country's come to. You silly.
I'm just imagining that shit. Nigga just get out, just put a hood on your ass, and then throw you in the back of the van.
I'm gonna have to show you the video. I'm telling you. Niggas hopping out with full army fatigue on, bulletproof vests, all that shit. Throwing niggas in the minivan though. We ain't even hopping out like a SWAT van. I'm talking about a minivan, like an Astro.
Oh Lord, not the Astro. No, they ain't gonna have a mom van. That's the soccer van.
They got the Astro.
You gotta put them in the seat. You can't just throw them in the back of the Astro.
Hey, listen, they had some old shit because it didn't even have an automatic door, okay? It was the door that you still had to slide to close.
Oh, that's too funny.
Niggas ain't sliding to close doors no more.
Oh, that's too funny.
Niggas have to
that's too
close.
But snatch the niggas up in the Astro van. Oh, shit. In the Astro. No more white vans, nigga. We got the Astro van. I'm thinking about little soccer mom vans and shit. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what it was. Soccer mom vans.
See,
not real like vans and shit.
That is too much.
But yeah, so Portland, Portland is definitely going hard, and yeah, him sending people to Chicago, I don't think that's going to do anything. But the fact of the matter is, what's so crazy is that these white people are, once again, white people are fucking, they are fucking crazy. Now, I don't know why he's sending the National Guard or whatever to Chicago. Okay, I do know that Chicago had a lot of killings, probably over the weekend. They have a lot of killings all the time. I mean, it's Chicago,
right?
But when I think, once again, when I really use my mind and I really use my brain, and I say, well, hey, you know, where are they getting all these guns from? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I know you can have a CCW and you can have it right, but I'm quite sure a lot of these murders, these niggas don't got CCWs. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure these niggas is just running around with pistols.
Yeah.
Now, probably, maybe I would say at the most a year ago, I had heard rumors about people finding boxes of guns in Chicago. Do you remember that?
So the niggas just planting them on the street so niggas can just come up, huh?
Tasha, I'm not lying to you, babe. When I tell you this, I could probably look it up and tell you exactly what date it was posted, but it was posted.
That's crazy.
And they were saying that, like, people have found boxes of guns in Chicago. And the point of the matter is, it wasn't like the regular nigga who gonna turn the guns in. Nobody's turning them bitches in. I find a box of guns. I'm selling them bitches.
I'm about to sell them bitches.
I'm selling all of them.
I'm about to sell them.
Right. So when I hear about gun violence in Chicago, I don't just think about our people doing shit. I think about other people being in the instigating. I think about the people putting the guns in our hands.
Right.
Because honestly, you know, we don't have any gun manufacturers, you know, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those guns come from white people. But regardless, on top of that, to me, it's just adding fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, we all know that cops do not prevent crime. They come once the crime is done. They're like the people, they're like the cleanup crew. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Once the nigga's shot and dead, you know, we may call the cop while the shooting is going on, but by the time they get there, somebody's probably shot and needs help.
Yep.
So you niggas don't come and be like, hey, don't shoot. No, we don't want nobody to die. You niggas come after the shooting is done and motherfuckers is already dead. So, in my opinion, that's why it would be more effective, in my opinion, to have more of a community patrol than police. You have a community patrol, people who are in the community on a consistent basis, who are trained to handle a firearm, you know, trained in, you know, ethics, trained in, you know, the certain things that need to be trained in to be, you know, individuals to deal with certain situations. And now you have less crime because you actually have individuals who can stop the crime because they're actually in the community. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Big mama from up the street can call and be like, yo, I just heard Lil Mike said he about to go down there and shoot so-and-so. Where Lil Mike at? Lil Mike up the street. All right, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? He can go find Lil Mike before Lil Mike go up there and try to, you know what I'm saying? That's
exactly.
That's community patrol. That's a village. That would be more, in my opinion, successful for our community if we want to bring crime down than having white cops come when the crimes have already been committed.
Well, what's so crazy is the people that they'll leave out the hood just to go to a better police district so they can police white people. So they can have the easiest job in the world. But your purpose, when I say I hate police and you mad that I say that, you say because I want to make a difference. But you chose to move out your own community and then go and work for the community that you don't even identify with to police their shit. And they don't even really need policing for real. So what the fuck? How are you helping? Well, I need your ass in East Cleveland. I need your ass down the way. I need you helping them niggas out. We need to come together. Somebody got to get in these niggas' head. There's people down here who got some big influence in the hood. Nigga, we need to get past the burden on this shit. You know all the motherfuckers down in the hood. So shit, link up. Make them goddamn relationships and get a network of people who really try to protect the community. We can get the shit back if we work together. It's just how you do it.
All right, I don't want to be that guy, but word in the street is churches can only do but so much because they're funded by the government. So
definitely. I'm super sure, especially the big ones. Of course. You ain't gonna try to do too much, but that nigga spend too much goddamn time on the projects for us not to be able to use him in some capacity.
And you know what? And a lot of times I think that's really as far as the shit can go. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can go down there and talk to them niggas all day. Oh, you trying to change some shit? Nah, you can't do that. But yeah, you want to go down there and talk? Fuck yeah, you can do that. Oh, you want to put money in the community? Nah. You do that, we cutting your funding, nigga. You feel me? So that's where us having, and I guess that's why a lot of people like Dame Dash, you know, when he talks about people having a boss, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your company has to be funded by the government, then you got a boss. The government's your boss. Yep. And if the government says you can't do that, then you can't do it. Yep. And what I understand, that's how a lot of these churches make money. That's how they stay afloat, with government funding. Okay, because you know what they do. You know what they do with the tithes and shit. That they spend that shit. Okay, so they spend that shit and then go get some money from the government. That's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just been the hustle. So that's why you got fucking churches that have been in the community for 30 fucking years. It's the same fucking size. It hasn't gotten any bigger. You walk in that bitch, it look the same way it looked when you was a baby. You be like, the fuck, nigga? And it's the congregation is just as big, just as old. You know what I mean? But you've gotten all this fucking money and you guys are still on the corner of 131st and you couldn't get no better fucking property than this. Motherfucking air conditioner still don't work, nigga.
Right. Really? Y'all can't get a building fund around this boy.
Right. You know what I mean? Really? So it's going to take grassroots, and the best information that I heard about starting something would be, and I think I heard this from the NFAC. You know who the NAFC is?
NAFC?
Yeah. No, the NFAC.
No.
That's the Not Fucking Around Coalition.
Shut your ass up.
That's Jam Master Jay. Those are the guys who went to Stone Mountain with the guns and shit.
Okay.
That's them. So he literally said it. He was like, look, man, you guys want to start a community or a secret society or whatever the fuck you want to do? He's like, you get 3 people, right? You guys sit down. You guys come up with the plan on what y'all about to do or what needs to be done. You guys take, you 3 people, take that plan, go out and get 3 more people. You know what I'm saying? So we take our 3, we go out and get 3 more people, tell everybody the plan, bring those 3 people back to the group, make sure they official. Now, boom, you done went from 3 to 12. You know what I'm saying? And you keep doing the same shit. Next thing you know, you got a fucking coalition, nigga. A coalition of the willing, nigga. Like, man, great fucking plan. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about individuals who you definitely gotta vet niggas these days. You gotta vet niggas because niggas be trying to play both sides of the field, man. It's gonna come up.
Always.
Your ass gonna get caught in that fence. And ain't nobody gonna know whose side you on. You just gonna be fucked. That's how that go.
And that's usually how the shit falls. Some motherfucking coon ass nigga trying to just infiltrate.
Yeah, that's how that go. So we ain't playing that shit.
That shit's crazy as hell.
So on top of that, they still haven't got justice for Breonna Taylor. So, I'll probably post something tomorrow about that. I know I did post the telephone number for the mayor's office and stuff. I know the mayor is under investigation now for not handling the situation in a timely manner. So we'll see how that plays out. But once again, justice for Breonna because they still haven't arrested those cops.
They just trying to figure out how to do it in a way that satisfies all parties. So if it will make the viral. Right,
you know why they gotta satisfy all parties? Because satisfying the black party, they don't give a fuck about that for real.
They don't give a shit about us. It's about the white people who support the black people. They don't want to piss them off because they know that them motherfuckers are starting to have an impact too.
But it
we
seems
got
like
our white riders that had a cause on their back, and I like it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why they importantly go and have, because it seems like the only time you motherfuckers want to listen is when we tear shit up. And then no sooner do we start tearing shit up, we got other niggas coming out like, don't tear up your community. Listen, motherfucker, I don't fuck this community, bro. This ain't my shit. I don't own none of this shit. None of this shit belongs to me. All this shit belongs to white people. Fuck this shit. We need to make a change, nigga. Man. We need justice for Breonna Taylor, nigga. Black Lives Matter. We will tear this bitch up until you give us reparations. Like I said, reparations is what's needed, man. Reparations is what's needed. Because all this change in the law and shit like that, all that shit is cool, but all that shit is based off of personal perception. Because once again, if he's white and he don't like black people, he ain't got to say it out loud. He just ain't got to hire your motherfucking ass. Okay? Period. I ain't got to do it. I don't give a fuck what the law say. I ain't got to do it. Because you don't know what's inside my head. I can tell you I ain't hire you because you didn't meet the qualifications. Yeah, I can tell you I didn't hire you for all type of different fucking reasons. But the real reason I know deep down in my heart is I ain't hire you because you was black, motherfucker. So, with that being said, we need reparations. Flat the fuck out. We need financial freedom. Give me the financial choice to work for you or work for myself. Yeah. Give me that.
I would love that option.
Give me that.
I would have my motherfucking hands in so many pots, though. What would you do? Okay, if you had reparations, what would you do with that reparation money?
Honestly, I would invest in business shit and in stocks. You know what I'm saying? I would be looking into things that I see profiting in honestly, man, niggas will probably write a song, get that shit produced, mix the master to like it's supposed to be, put that shit out, push that shit, get that shit on the radio. Now we have residual income for the rest of our lives. And that's probably going to take, I would say, honestly, with the shit that I know now, it probably wouldn't even take 100,000 to do. It would take less than 100,000. And once I do one, I know I can do another one. You feel me? So I know music. And I know that's an easy, I ain't gonna say easy, but I know that right now with streaming and shit, all you gotta do is get the buzz going.
Exactly.
And you got a bag. You know what I mean? And once again, music is timeless. So shit, I can put a song out this year and the motherfucker don't blow up for 2-3 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, 3 years go by. Now, you know, niggas got bands. So I would just be investing in other ways to make money. Period. That's what that's what my million would go to. You know what I mean? And of course, put some trust or some shit up for my kids. So that shit just get bigger and bigger as time goes on. So when my son get 18, 19, that nigga's a millionaire. My daughter get whatever age she good. You know what I mean? Like generational wealth. But that's why they're not going to give it to us, because of individuals like me. Okay?
Man.
Individuals like me is the niggas that they like, nah, we can't get this nigga $1 million, man. He gonna fuck it up.
Like he has a plan. No, he can't do that.
He gonna take that $1 million and fuck it up. You hear me?
I can see if we're coming out with some $1 million days tomorrow, then it'd be different. Because we'll get that money right back. But that's not happening. No.
Right.
Crazy.
What you want to what niggas will say, what some niggas, but see, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I see people post on Facebook about what individuals did with their money, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you guys got this amount of money back, which equals this amount of money. And with that amount of money, you should have been able to open a business and do that and do this. And
you don't know my expenses in a month?
Thank you.
You don't know my expenses.
Thank you. You have a mentality. Plus, what killed me about the whole shit, though, it was because I'm like, first and foremost, nigga, because I think it started off like, oh, you guys were just sitting still for the past 4 months. You should have did. Who the fuck was just sitting still for 4 months? Okay, that's first and foremost.
That ain't even possible.
That's not possible at all. Nobody was sitting. If they were sitting still for 4 months, they were fucking dead. Okay, so nobody's sitting still for 4 months. Okay, and of course, like you said, you don't know my expenses. You don't know how many kids I got. You don't know how much my fucking kids eat. You don't know how much I do. You know what I mean? You don't know shit. So why would you make some type of generalization about unemployment because you, as an individual, feel like if you were in that position, that's what you could have done, or that's what you would have made happen.
That's no kids and everything else.
Right. Say no kids. Okay, living at your mama house. You was able to sit still for 4 months, nigga. You ain't got no bills.
Okay? Get some bills in your life first.
You ain't got no bills. Okay, who the fuck said this? This must have been an 18-year-old or some shit.
Gotta be.
Because that doesn't make, an adult would understand, like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But, like I stated, niggas like me get a bag like that, my family should never be broke again. You know what I'm saying? For generations, my family should be good.
All I need is a lump sum. But you know what? I'd be mad as fuck though, for real. If I did get a lump sum $1 million, because the board of education getting 120 of that bitch. I don't like it, goddamn it.
Why do you don't like any of it?
I need for them to wipe my slate clean first and then give me my reparations. That's what I like.
I'll tell you like that.
That's shit crazy. They gonna try to get my little money. They try to get 10%. I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
I'm gonna keep it on. Listen, you give me the meal. You go, nigga, whoever I owe, take that shit. Get the fuck out of my face.
Man, I want them to get that back. They ain't getting that shit back while I've been sitting at the motherfucking counter with a massive goddamn drink. So hell no. Hell no. Y'all ain't get a dime of that shit. None.
Well, that shit come my way. I already know what to do with it. But see, the fact of the matter is, though, Tasha, we all know the truth about the matter is, niggas will get $1 million and think that's some money.
It really ain't.
Nigga go out, buy a house, buy a car. You broke. For real? With $1 million. And when I say buy a house, I'm saying bought that bitch cash, not
right.
You know what I mean? You bought that bitch cash. Bought your cash. Huh?
So you got some assets, you got a little equity. So you good. You got a little equity.
Little equity. Well, yep, you know, property, you can always go out with $1 million and buy.
Let me get the land too, though. You know what? Land rights. That's what the fuck we should be getting as well. I want the rights to the land, because I'm tired of paying y'all niggas taxes on some shit that's mine. And I don't want y'all motherfuckers coming over here in my shit. If I want to make a weed garden in the back, I don't need y'all with your aircrafts and drones telling on me and then thinking y'all go on my property. My shit is my shit. This is my land. I'm growing all the weed on my land. Shit. All the weed.
You know, I looked up the story about the 40 acres and a mule, right? Do you know that story? Do you know how
I looked into the story.
Do you know how the fuck that shit happened?
No.
You really was supposed to get 40 acres and a fucking mule? And I'm trying to find out who exactly it was.
That shit is, I want to say it's in that goddamn book. If I'm not
No, it was in 1865. Wait a minute. But it became known on January 16th, 1865 as 40 Acres and a Mule. Elmore said, Stan Deaton of the Georgia Historical Society points out that after Lincoln's assassination, President Andrew Johnson reversed Sherman's order, giving the land back to its former Confederate owners. So, since they lost the Civil War, they took the land and was going to give it to us. They were going to give us 40 acres and a mule.
Mm-hmm.
But then Lincoln was assassinated, and Andrew Jackson, the new president, reversed that shit and said, nah, give it back to the white guys. Who? Slaves? You going to get some slaves, some land? And nah, nigga. Give it back to the white guys. But we just got done fighting the motherfuckers, man. They literally tried to kill us. They cool. Go ahead and give it back to them.
Crazy.
So, yeah. So that's why I tell you. That's why when I say white people are fucked up for real and they really don't have no conscience and they really, like even when the nigga Nick Cannon talked about it, the pineal gland, okay? They have one, but theirs is calcified.
And this is a rock. that bitch like this. I think you got a hand over it, like this.
That bitch solid. That bitch is in complete darkness. Okay?
Them niggas golems.
Listen, that's why it's in complete darkness. Ours has been calcified somewhat, but ours are bigger, and ours are probably not as calcified. Ours definitely aren't as calcified as theirs are. The only reason ours are calcified is because, first off, we probably don't get enough sun. Second of all, it's the foods that we eat. The foods that we eat fuck our shit up. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, that's where our sympathy, our empathy, all this soft shit that we got, that's where this shit come from. Motherfucking white people, listen, let me tell you this story. Let me tell you this too, because I read about this, because after I seen the whole Nick Cannon shit, I started doing a little research myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you said a word earlier today on the show. You said Caucasian, right? Do you know where that word came from?
Mm-mm.
It came from he was considered the father of anthropology, right? Motherfucker's name was something like John something Blumenberg or some shit like that, right? This motherfucker he collected skulls, human skulls, right? So they said he had over 200 skulls, right? So out of these skulls, he had one skull that was his favorite that he said was the most beautiful skull that he ever seen, which was the Georgian skull. It's called Georgian. The Georgian people, of course, white people, and the Georgian people were from the Caucasus Mountains. So Caucasian, the word Caucasian, back then, if you were considered Caucasian, you were considered the most prettiest person in the world. Yeah, Caucasian meant you were the most beautiful. You were the most beautifulest the beautifulest thing in this world. That's what you were.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's what you were. If you were Caucasian, and that's what you still are. That's the word Caucasian's meaning has changed since then, because at one point in time, they actually they stopped using it as much. But then when the dictionary, I guess something that had to do with Webster's dictionary, they realized that it wasn't being used as much. So they're like, well, how can we switch it up so that it is used as much? So instead of them making it, Caucasian means the most beautifulest white person in the world, just took off the most beautifulest part and just made Caucasian just mean white person. Yes. And I was very, very fucked up when I seen that shit. I was like, what? Caucasian, the most beautifulest person in the world, the most beautiful person in the world? That's what the fuck? And then this white guy, this white fucking pedophile, I don't even know, whatever the fuck he was, necrophiliac, this motherfucker running around with fucking skulls in his house.
Right, talking about this is the most beautiful skull I've ever seen. That's real crazy.
Like, what was you doing with that skull that night? We don't know, but I'm just saying. That shit fucked up. That's crazy.
For the broke jawbone.
Why is jawbone crack like that? What you talking about? What jawbone? What you talking about? This Georgina? I love me some Georgias. I love me some Georgias. So Georgina.
Oh, Lord. They so Caucasians. Ain't they so Caucasians?
Listen, I'm telling you, when I read that shit, though, Tasha, that shit blew my mind.
That's stupid.
Because they definitely talk about the Caucasus Mountains, but see, when white people talk about the Caucasus Mountains, once again, you see where they go with it. Caucasus Mountains, those are the most beautiful people in the world. As well as we know, the Caucasus Mountains was full of fucking snow. It was very hard to live up. People died up there. White people had to adapt. That's why you guys have thinner noses, you guys have thinner lips, and you guys have long hair to keep you warm. Okay? So white people don't never talk about that type of shit. And that's why this country is fucked up. I mean, I don't know about any other country and if they know their whole history, but I know this country here, it's the fact that we know the whole history, they just choose not to acknowledge it. And that's the most depressing and frustrating part about living in America, is that
so disrespectful. Why we still sitting around trying to be understanding? Why we still around just trying to be heard? But yet we keep getting the victim card. No, y'all just victims. No, nigga. We just trying to get y'all motherfuckers to see what the hell we see. That's it. We just want you to say, yeah, I see it. That's it. But y'all can't say that part.
Oh, well, they say, yeah, they see it, but once again, okay. And now what you gonna do? We need you to step up, and because once again, man, I feel like white people are definitely becoming more of allies with us, you know, as these days proceed, because they definitely see what's going on. But in my opinion, until the police is defunded, and the police, because I mean, every day I turn on something and the police is fucking somebody up. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, I don't even know what that person did, but
I'm sure it don't recall all that shit.
Right, I seen him slam like the old guy on the ground today, like, and I don't even know what the old man did, but he didn't deserve getting slammed on the ground like that. And then it was a white guy. I think the man might either been black or Puerto Rican, but the fact of the matter is, would you have done that to a white guy?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why we have to defund the police. This is why policing is no longer a positive character, is no longer a positive thing in this country. It's always been negative when it comes to black people. But now it's just becoming negative, period, because now we're starting to see that because cops can't choke black people, they're going to quit. Oh, I can't use a chokehold no more? Fuck this shit, I'm out. What?
Mm-mm.
Damn, well, you really must not have wanted to be a cop that bad, nigga. You just wanted to choke people. That's what
it.
That sound like.
That's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, you need to be
they never get to whip no ass in high school, so they got to do it on the force.
Nigga, if you want to go out there and put motherfuckers in the sleeper, you need to go to be a wrestler then, nigga. Go try out for WWF, all right, or WWE, okay? They'll get you in there, all right, if you want to practice chokeholds, nigga. But being a cop, that's not the place to, you know, get your chokehold on. It's just not, that's just not it. It's not the place to get your shootout on. Like, oh, nigga, I'm going to shoot. Like, as a cop, I would think that the last resort would, like, the gun should stay in the car. A cop should get out the car without his gun. A gun should be something that you have to go back and get because it's like, yo, you know what? This nigga's not listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm going to go.
Or the person in the car, your backup person, your partner should have the gun in the car watching your back while you trying to de-escalate the situation with whatever you got in your pocket. Your taser gun, you got a fucking baton. You got some shit.
Right.
So you can try that first. And if I see a motherfucker about to act up, now I'm coming out with the shotty from the car. You ain't expecting that. Now I have a right to, I had to protect my homie. I had to protect my crew.
Look, I'm going to keep it real with you. When I think about it, in my opinion, there should be no little cops. Like, if you a cop, you should be at least, like, 6 foot, 220, at least. Like, you got to be big, nigga. Like, you got to be intimidating to where you don't need your gun. Like, a nigga see you and be like, oh, yeah, what you, huh? You know what I mean? To where it's like, and then you ain't even got to, once again, you don't have to put your gun out. Just, hey, man, you know, you got a deep voice and shit. Hey, man, license and registration, please. You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't seeming threatening. You don't feel threatened.
Right, because you just like, this nigga huge. That's it. You should, but when you have little cops, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, ain't even 200, nigga like 5'3".
I was scared. He was breathing. I thought he was going for his gun.
Like these fat ass cops and shit. Fuck, you shouldn't be a fat cop. There should be no fat cops. Nigga,
ain't no way.
No way you should be a fat fucking cop. It just, how? You know what I'm saying? How are you protecting anybody? You can't even protect your diet.
Can't even protect the motherfucking calories on that ass. Nigga, get off the couch.
Shut up, she said, nigga, get off the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, that was a great one. You got anything else to say? You got anything to talk about today?
I'm trying to think. I was trying to think about some shit. No. Oh, Lord. Did you see the video with the girl? I know you did post it with the girl who tried to set the car on fire.
The fuck was she doing?
That shit was like watching Daffy Duck get exploded. On Looney Tunes. I swear to God, I watched that shit 17 times. I'm like, this bitch dumb. Fuck. Like, and that was just karma on her ass. That was karma because that shit, you couldn't even script that. I wasn't expecting that shit to happen at all.
Damn, Tasha, you killed it with that one. You said the bitch like Donald Duck. That shit, and when you say it, I just imagine Donald Duck busting, blowing his shit off. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. That's all I thought about. I watched it so many times. And I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck did this nigga do?
And then I seen the meme.
Wait
a minute, the meme you put up was ridiculous too. With Angela Bassett talking about this is what I was trying. This what they was trying to do. This is what happened. This bitch was on fire.
She got her accelerant for Wish. She got it off Wish. That's what she got that gas for.
That was funny. That
was too sick.
Well, here,
I don't know.
Look, since we gonna go there, my dude Terry, you know I still fuck with Terry. Shout out to Terry Duran. I had hit him the other day about something, but he had a post up today, and he was talking to a young lady about why is it that it seems that good guys always finish last, right? And she was saying that a woman doesn't want a yes man, right? Like a man that always says yes to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can understand that. But at the same time, is it because you just want to argue every once in a while or some shit? Like, I just want to start some shit. Or because the fact of the matter is, you can get a yes every time because what you're asking for is something that can be done. Like, if you ask me for something and I can do it, why would I say no?
It's different when it's a guy who is all about, like, every day, that's all his goal is. What do you want? Do you like this? That's all he's fixated on. And it's like, that gets annoying after a while. I just want to make sure you're happy. I just want you to be pleased. Like, what? It gotta be something, like if I ask you a question or something like that I may not agree with and you don't agree with me, don't agree with me just because you don't want to have a debate with me about it. Like, I feel like some guys just, they try to avoid some type of, I guess, situation when you really don't have to be. I feel like if you are just your genuine self, a motherfucker gonna respect that shit. But when you just over here, yes, whatever you want, that's like fake. It's phony and it's not real. And it's like, who really wants that? I don't want a yes man all day. No, hell no. I want a motherfucker like, nah, bitch, you know you was tripping when you did X, Y, and Z. So yeah, that wasn't right. And that's all I gotta say about it. I'm not about to sit here and argue with your ass, but that's what it is. Like, it's as simple as that. I don't know. I can't do the yes all day.
I don't think any woman or man wants like just a person that's going to agree with anything, but I don't consider that a nice guy. Is that what you guys consider a nice guy? Somebody just says yes to everything? Because that was what she said, but I don't, is that what a nice guy's consider?
Okay, so let me give you an example of a guy that I know of, that I have, you know what I do on the side. So we have our little sessions or whatever like that. So you have me for a session. You claim that this is because this is what you like to do, i.e. my feet. You like my feet. So we have sessions and you just go off and do whatever you like to do with my feet. And I can have conversations with you and I can tell, like in our interaction, that you, number one, really want to be with me for real. Like, you actually like me, but you are too scared to even voice that. But you so busy trying to figure out ways to get me to come over. Oh, I'll give you this amount of money to do X, Y, Z. But then you want to call the motherfucker gold digger later on. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if you're not going to be genuine, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's like you got to pick your battle. So if you're going to be a yes man, then you probably going to deal with a chick that's like, I said do this, I said do that. And if you don't do it, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. That's the type of woman you're going to need. Because that's the type, who the fuck really wants a yes man? But like I said, if your intentions are not true, then you phony. And that shit, you can smell it a mile away. So no, just be real. Just be you at all times. That's what I say. Because a motherfucker can't fake it. you gonna get exactly what the fuck you gonna get just being yourself, and you can weed a nigga out real quick that way at the same time.
I don't believe that shit, and that's why niggas don't do that shit. Cause see, the thing about it is, the reason I say that is because, I mean, me, I'm a little different, but I understand why. Because women and men are a lot of times on two different frequencies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it takes you knowing somebody and being around somebody for a nice period of time for you to actually know and be on their same frequency, right? But I can't be 100% me when I first meet a chick. Because I still...
Why not? And that's exactly why not. Lord, yes, Jesus, a man finally acknowledged that you are not yourself on the we do not get shit until y'all get some ass. That's when the real you starts to slowly seep out.
Look,
and then we get to meet who the fuck you really are.
But you know what? You're right, because the fact of the matter is most men are taught, I would think, to treat a woman with respect, period. Before and after you get the pussy, right? But what it happens is you get that respect before, like what men seem to do is they give you all that respect and shit before they get the pussy. Then once they get the pussy, all that shit goes out the window because they got the pussy. And if they didn't want to be with you and have anything with you seriously, then they're definitely going to change because now I don't want to be bothered with your motherfucking ass probably. Like, we were just fucking. But if it's somebody who likes you and who really wants to be with you, then I think they will be more open to you from the jump, I would think. I'm not saying everybody, okay? But for women, look, for women that I'm genuinely attracted to, like, yo, I really like her vibe, I like everything about her, I'm going to be myself, but I'm also going to be nice. I'm not going to be the mean Al. I'm not going to be angry Al around a chick that, you know what I'm saying, that really I don't need to be angry around. You feel me? Now, if she pissed me off.
But, okay, so if you had, say for instance, on a second date, she brought up a topic that you are totally left on. Y'all have no agreement on it. Are you going to like that topic just because you on the first date or the second date? Are you going to agree with her? Are you going to give her your side and how you feel about it on that subject at that time?
But
would you have the discussion like all the way in 100%?
Now, you know me, okay? We're going to have the discussion, especially if it, whatever it is, we're going to have a discussion. But one thing I can say, though, when it comes to, like I said, a female that I like compared to a female that I really don't care too much for, I will probably go further in that argument, in that conversation with a chick that I don't care too much for than I would with a chick that I do care for. The fact of the matter being is because I know how tempers can get, I know how feelings can get, and I going over here with a chick that I don't really care about, I don't give a fuck how her feelings feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But if I care about her, then I'm going to be a little bit more, you're
going to handle the package a little bit different. You're going to deliver it a little bit differently.
Right. I'm going to deliver it different, but I'm also going to show that I'm not about to be on this confrontation shit either. Like, because honestly, sometimes I feel like women that I do meet seem like they want confrontation. And it's like... A lot
of women do. A lot of women like that shit. And I don't know why.
But my thing is... I
have no fucking idea.
Yeah, and I can see it because I can tell that they want to keep going back and forth. And it's like, when I stop and be like, oh, you know what, babe? All right, you right, whatever.
Right.
It seemed like they get mad with me. Like, they look at me like...
So you just go let it go?
Like, they looking at me like I did something wrong. But it's like, yo, first and foremost, I know where this is going. You know what I'm saying? If we're not agreeing, then we can just agree to disagree. We don't have to keep going back and forth about why we disagree with each other.
Exactly.
I disagree with you. You disagree with me. That's cool. We have disagreements.
That's fine. Exactly. I have a mind and you have one too. Thank you.
Exactly.
I appreciate you.
That's it.
I need somebody to think a little bit different. Why would I want somebody that is exactly like me? Exactly in every fucking aspect. So even in my flaws, I can never be correct because this motherfucker's flaws just like mine. He just doing everything I fucking do. We'll never be great because we can't even fucking how we motivate each other. We both fucking up like, yeah, that was a good fuck up today. Keep fucking up. No.
You fried. Yeah, keep fucking up.
Dead ass. I'm dead ass. I'm good.
Bad marriage for life.
Oh, that shit. Lord. That was crazy.
So
that was some shit too. Like, well, I don't know. I guess I do understand it because I know of some people who are in marriages and they just together because they know it benefits the kid. And they definitely have two separate fucking lives, but inside that house, that shit is pristine and it runs like a well-oiled machine. That shit crazy.
Listen, she was wrong. And I see Will and Jada getting a divorce soon. I called it.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I don't think so.
You know why?
I think they have built so much together that they would be stupid to end that. For real. That's money. That's a fucking powerhouse. You gonna tear down the powerhouse?
Listen, Will is a powerhouse. Jada is a powerhouse.
With 2 kids by Will Smith.
That nigga don't care about no child support. Is that what you talking about?
Shit, nigga. That powerhouse is still gonna get a little shambled. God damn it. He can start fucking all the dudes he wanna fuck after that, but still.
I feel like the reason I say that is because it came out. Now, if it would have never came out, then probably not. But because it came out, it's like I think it's a bad taste in Will's mouth. And then this nigga turned around and did a song. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna have to hear forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and he definitely bothered by it. Did you see that one that meme where they had screenshot a picture of he was doing that little recording?
Oh yeah.
Rope, and somebody said, "Don't get entangled in the rope."
And he
was like, "Oh, that was funny, but I'm probably gonna block you."
That was funny though. He's like,
was funny as shit.
We're gonna tangle to that rope. But see, that's what I'm saying. So he'll never live that down. That's gonna always be. And the fact of the matter, as a man, you played yourself. You played yourself. Like, Will didn't play. You played yourself. So if they get a divorce, I think there may be grounds for Will to be able to walk away and not have. She cheated.
I'm certain that Jada got receipts. She got several receipts. That's why at the end of that red table, she was like, "Look here, you ain't got to get me back. You've done that quite enough throughout the years. You're good." She made sure to say that shit because he was trying to pull that move talking about, "Oh, you know I got to get you back." She like, "No, you good. You done got me back enough."
Who got the last word?
She did. That's true. That's so crazy. That is so fucking crazy to me. Dude is wild.
She didn't get the last word. She did not get the last word. She didn't. Will got the last word. Will said, "Yes, I will." Let the fuck out. And my thing is, I think he's going to get her back by getting a divorce. Dang. I think he's going to get her back by having sex with her. Nah, bitch, you know what? Get the fuck out of here. I'm cool. You want to fuck little bum ass niggas that I bring into the... Well, fuck that shit, man. You embarrassed me as well as your motherfucking self, as well as this family, man. Get the fuck out of here, Jada. I'm keeping it 100. Like, you embarrassed us. You were fucking, in my opinion, at this point in time, Jada Pinkett is an embarrassment. Bitch, you's an embarrassment. Get the fuck out of here.
That nigga gonna pull up with Kate Jenner. Ain't that his name? Kate.
Kate, not Caitlyn. Gonna pull up with Caitlyn Jenner.
No, he gonna pull up with Caitlyn. Like, yeah, this my bitch. Now what? We entangled. What you gonna do about it?
But see, that's another thing. Look, that's another reason I say it's gonna be a divorce, because You can't just keep going back and forth cheating on each other. That's never going to work.
It's not.
That's never going to work. And then you keep talking about we got this life bond. No, you don't. You ain't got no life bond. That bitch
I think of the money bonds. The money bonds is tight, goddammit. They probably ain't got no prenups. They ain't got none of that shit. So it's going to be ugly if it was a divorce, I believe.
I don't think it would be that ugly because I feel like Fresh Prince, Will Smith, the nigga got money. He got money for days.
He got money. Oh, he definitely got money. I ain't definitely hating on it.
That nigga make money in his sleep. You feel me? So the money that Jada takes in the divorce, that nigga will probably make back in a month. Maybe more, maybe less than that. Off just movies and music and shit. I mean.
Man. Shit, just off of Fresh Prince, because I watch that shit every day, all goddamn day.
Thank you. So, and Fresh Prince, best believe it come on more than one channel.
Oh, you know.
Best believe when you watching it in Cleveland, somebody else is watching that shit in Atlanta, somebody else is watching that shit in New York. You feel me? That nigga, man, he good. So I'm telling you, we will see. But if it happens, we'll remember this episode. Like, Al, you said they was gonna get a divorce.
Yep.
Because like I said, I just feel like it was just too much disrespect there. It's just too much disrespect. I mean, it's different when you fuck a nigga that, first off, he ain't in my house. Okay, he ain't in the house kicking it with the kids. Y'all niggas out in the, wherever you. And then first off, maybe the niggas about your age, bitch. Now you wanna fuck with little young niggas. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, all right. You wanna fuck with little kids, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. Go buy your own.
Go ask a playroom, bitch. You get you a playroom for your babies.
Go buy your own mansion. Go buy your own, all that shit, bitch. You got your own shit. Go be with that nigga, too. You can be with that nigga. He want to be with you, bitch. Go ahead and be with him.
And you know he do. He waiting. August is waiting for his time.
And see, I didn't listen to the song, but I seen some of the lyrics. He lying.
But he waiting.
He in that man is thirsty. He in the song talking about, you let me hit it. It was just this. It was just like she was the one on you. Nah, nigga, we know the truth, nigga. You was the one on her, nigga. That's why you came out talking all this shit. If she was on you, there's no way you would have came out with this bullshit because she would still been on your dick, nigga.
Exactly.
So you came out with a whole song. You came out with a whole song talking about the exact opposite of really what was going on, nigga. It should have been a love song. Got Rick Ross featured on it. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That shit was funny as hell.
When I seen Rick Ross was on it, I'm like, this nigga got a feature?
That's what I look. I'm like, you really needed to go get some help for this song. You had to go get some help. Okay.
You can't do 3 verses, nigga. Goddamn. You can't do 3 16s about Jada. I can do 3 16s about Jada, and I ain't never fucked her before.
Hello.
So, but yo, before we go, did you see the memes with Jada though? They had the meme with Jada with Kane. When she was talking about, I knew Jada was shit when she was fucking Kane behind Pernell back.
Oh Lord!
And then wait a minute, it was another one where she was. It was another movie where she was in it with Bokeem Woodbine, who's I guess she's one of his dudes.
Like Jason told me about this hoe. Oh Lord, they ain't right. And then they talk about it, and Will Smith talk about I can't even kill her, because then she just gonna go back to Pop.
Can't even kill her, and then she gonna be with Pop.
I like they be killing the memes, boy. I love a meme after a good event, boy. I can't wait. Usually happens about 5 minutes after the event. You get a good ass meme.
Man, listen, that shit was funny.
I'm too done.
I don't know. Well, we're going to get out of here. We've been up for about an hour and a half.
Over here watching Hip Hop Edition. I don't even know how the hell I be getting up on these shows, but I guess I done got sucked in again.
Hip Hop Edition.
What, they growing up hip hop or whatever?
Oh, okay.
Them little shows that be on WeTV. Yeah, I just be watching the urban shit. That's all.
Okay. Well, we gonna see what's going on, man. I'm gonna stay posted on this stimulus shit. See what this is going to be. Sure.
Man, if I can get another one, that'd be nice. They can go and shoot that bitch my way. I'll take it.
Man, they just gave me my shit. I just got a thing of my shit telling me I ain't even get my shit. Like, yeah, we got your shit to child support. I'm like, bitch.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
I'm like, this shit, I should have been had this shit, nigga. If I was waiting on this, I'd have been, nigga, dead somewhere in the homeless shelter. Like,
dang.
Like, I should have got this shit back in March, April, May. Bitch, it's July.
That's crazy. I can't even see those niggas still passing out stimulus after all this goddamn time. Y'all ain't even got the second round yet.
It's people who still ain't got their shit. You hear me?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get some goddamn food stamps. They can hook a nigga up with some food stamps. I'll be good to go.
Gotta have at least 3 kids.
Lord. Damn, I gotta push another one out? Shit.
I ain't even know till my mama put me on. She like, cause my peoples was like, he had 2 kids. He couldn't get no stamps and shit. She like, no, if you got 3 kids, nigga, you getting stamps. I'm like, what? On top of the unemployment? Like, yeah, on top of the unemployment. I'm like, oh, God damn.
Oh, Lord. My womb ain't waiting. Can't do it. The way my mental health is set up.
But, you know, that's a fucked up situation, and I guess it's for another day. But, you know, they don't give people who are actually out here working, trying to make something of themselves in their life, they don't give them no help at all.
None.
Who got shit, who can't make it happen, or who don't want to make it happen, they get everything.
Living check to check, though. Niggas living check to check, struggling, and you can't even give a nigga like $150 just to get some meat to stock the freezer with. Come on now. Help a motherfucker out. You got kids to feed, and you acting like that little check is going to do something. No. My rent ate up 50% of that bitch as soon as I got it. So what the fuck? That shit crazy. They don't think about that shit, though.
I think that might be the next podcast I start, reparations. And I just get on every day and just say, we need reparations, and then just get off.
You'll be like the white guy with the sign. You should do that shit. Go viral. Yeah.
We need reparations. Like, what are we doing here? Why are we even, I don't know why we even talk. Like, I don't give a fuck about defunding the police, bitch. You give me reparations, keep the police. I don't give a fuck. Keep them the same way they is. I don't even care. I'm out of here.
Gone.
Right. I'm out of here.
I'm gone. It don't even matter.
You
ain't got to ask me.
Just give us reparations, man. If you guys want to keep everything the same, just cut the fucking check, man. Just cut the check. That's it. Let niggas fend for themselves after that. Flat out.
I'll be out. And then the funny thing about it is I go arm the fuck up. I know that. After that shit, nigga, I'm getting all the guns because I dare a motherfucker to test me after that shit. I ain't left yet, motherfucker. I'm making my arrangement. So I'll shoot a nigga in the process. Shit.
Oh yeah, they gotta stay strapped up, you know. Because you know, like I said, they give us reparations. I think that's probably one of the biggest issues with reparations before we go. Is the fact that the same white people that are in the White House and in the Senate, they have poor relatives. You know what I'm saying? Poor white relatives that they don't give a fuck about. But at the same time, they don't want to see black people doing better than their poor white relatives. You know what I'm saying? So since they're in the Senate, they're going to say, well, you know what? No reparations for them niggas. Crazy. Even though reparations wouldn't do anything but put us on your level. But once again, that's another thing. They don't want us to be on their level. So
not at all. Because they know we're going to get past their level if they do.
And pineal glands, man. When you realize that, and when you read about that, and you see that you got a gland, a fucking part of your body that they don't have, or not that they don't have, but that theirs doesn't work. Type shit. Like, you start to think like, damn, am I better than them?
Man, you had to send me that video you was talking about with Professor Griff though. I want to see that.
Okay, I'll send it to you right now because it was a classic. I watched it numerous times. I let a lot of my friends watched it. Like, this is how we got hip to Professor Griff, and this was probably one of the most. And the shit was so enlightening because you got questions about shit. And Professor Griff, man, he put that shit.
Oh, and you know what? He even put his number on Nick Cannon's show. His cell number. We should call that motherfucker.
I've been trying to call him, bro. I've been trying to call him.
You have?
Yeah, I ain't got to yet.
Get out.
I want to get him on the show.
That'd be dope.
Definitely want to get him on the show.
But I would want to have everybody on the motherfucking platform so we can have a big ass round table discussion though. And that's the thing. So
well, you know, if we get him, definitely gonna make sure that's a big deal.
yes, I definitely will. I want everybody tuned in on that motherfucker because that's Jews right there. That is true.
Yeah, this is the first one I see. I'm about to send it to you right now. This is like one of the first ones I seen, but it's a whole bunch. Wait a minute, hold up.
I'm sure I'm gonna find the wormhole as soon as I click one. All the rest of them pop up.
No, this ain't the one. No, this is only 8 minutes. The one that I had was like an hour. But I'm gonna find it for you and I'm gonna send it to you. Let me see. I think this might be it. The one that I just watched was actually it, but it was only 8 minutes, and I know it's a whole movie on the shit. So I'm gonna send it to you, and then, like you say, you'll probably be able to find.
I'll figure it out from there. Just send me the short one.
Actually, let me see if it has. That's it, part. YouTube.com. That's it, part 1.
Ain't no way them niggas gonna do a whole fucking hour with 8-minute clips and shit.
But yeah, it was a whole. Yeah, it was a whole like hour and a half of this shit. But this 8 minutes though will give you an idea of what it is, and then you'll probably be able to find, like I say, find some more shit. Cause I think it had a bunch of different parts to it. Cause it started off saying part 33. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, other than that, Tasha, where can they find you at, sweetheart?
As always, Queen Marie _CLE.
All right. And of course, we appreciate everybody for stopping by. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Subscribe, guys. We really appreciate the love. Make sure you click the thumbs up button if you like everything you hear. Of course, you can always leave a comment. If you talk any shit, we're going to talk shit back. So, yeah, we dare you to talk shit. We can talk shit back.
Man, you don't want that smoke? You don't want that smoke?
You don't want that smoke at all. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and we'll be back next week, hopefully, with the rest of the team. If not, we all on quarantine, so it don't matter. Other than that, we out. Peace.
I'm out.
All right, Tasha. Thank you, sweetie. I'll check you later.
All right, see ya.